So let me show you one more set of financial reports now that you know what I want in them, and we can talk about why they're not that. So this was another financial statement I got. This was from Ghana, so GH, and they use the thing that looks like a cent symbol as the currency symbol because it's a SETI. So we have some really weird names here. We have sales proceeds from supplies, note 2. We have less direct production cost, which is probably cost of goods, which is with a note 3. And so we have some SETIs left over. Okay, good sign. And then underneath that, we had general and admin expenses. Don't know what they are, but hopefully they're in note 4. And then we had financial expenses bank charges. And we don't know what that is, but that's split out from admin expenses for some reason. Maybe that's like my investment stuff. And then we have an unnamed number at the bottom. No, that's the total expenditures. And then at the very bottom of that should be net income, right? So surplus, they call it. Lots of names for these things. And so there's a surplus. That's good news. And there was more surplus this year than last year, so that's good news. And there was more income if line 2 there, note 2 there is raw income. There was a lot more income. Okay, there was a lot more income and not doesn't look like proportionally more surplus. It's hard to tell. There's no year-to-year comparison on here. That would have been nice. So in this case, I will drive into the notes. So note 2, and this is produced by an accountant. It's a signed, audited financial model that I got. And this is what note 2 says. This represents income from the sale of shea butter. Okay, how much shea butter did we sell? Of course, I had to shoot an email to the entrepreneur to find that out. No idea. No idea how many units. I don't know how much the units sell for. All I know is we sold 675,000 SETIs worth of shea butter. I don't know whether it went up because the prices went up or we sold more units. Like, this is not enough information for anyone to run a business. And this is what she's running her business on. Then we get to note 3. Note 3 was production cost, right? So what should be cost of goods. And here we have line 1, marketing and branding. Well, unless there's a coupon slapped on the shea butter, that's not a per item cost. So that's in the wrong spot. Packaging is in the right spot. Wages of women may be in the right spot, maybe not. I don't know what these women are doing. We had a conversation on that. Maintenance doesn't belong here. Maintenance, you don't have one more maintenance when you have one more shea nut ground, so that's in the wrong spot. And then purchases of materials probably in the right place. It'd be nice to know how many, if what that unit was as well and what that cost was, but we don't have that information. So some of these are in the wrong area on the P&L. And we can go to the general administration expenses, right? So that was note 4. I'll just jump back so you can. So now we're down here. We'll see notes 4, note 5. So note 4, we got another repair and maintenance number, which made me have to go back and find note 2 or note 3 to see if that was the same number repeated, and it's not. So there's 2 repair and maintenance numbers. Everything else looks like it actually is a general administration, but we need the marketing down here. And then note 5 was an expense, right? It was listed in the expense section, but it says it's bank interest. So is there a loan we don't know about and we're paying off a loan and this is the interest payment? Or is this missed in the wrong spot because this is income? Is this interest from the cash in the bank? No, it doesn't say. And again, that's the whole spreadsheet we got. That's the P&L, signed by the accountant, submitted to the Ghanaian government as an official P&L. So in the end, I summed this up and said, notes are not for, notes are for extraordinary things, not ordinary things. Right? I don't know if there's an international standard for accounting that says you can't put the actual details in the P&L. There shouldn't be. If there is, it doesn't help us run the company. If there is, put that on one page and then send me the one that actually is useful on the next page. Again, units and average price, you heard from me over and over again, and I already explained cost of goods and fixed expenses. And then how does this business look versus the last one in terms of margins? Great. I have to pull out a spreadsheet to go figure that out and type in the numbers because I got a PDF. And I almost always get a PDF. And so again, best practice I tell all my fledglings is don't send me PDFs. You can send me the PDF, it's fine. But if it's a financial report, send it to me in a spreadsheet. Because if it's in a spreadsheet, then I can analyze it. I'm an analyst. I want to help you run your business. I want to know if your business is doing well. I want to know why it's doing well or doing poorly. To do that, I need to analyze the numbers. I can do that in a spreadsheet. I can't do that in a PDF. So there's one more that I just thought was humorous. So this is yet another fledgling sent me this one. And so here we got the P&L. Now it should be old hat. Revenues, net, cost of sales, gross, right? Some expenses, some financing costs in this case. So maybe that was the loan, operating expenses, income, profit and loss, right? So all the normal things we're looking for. And then there's notes 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's in a spreadsheet even. Like I have the numbers, they're in a spreadsheet. That was awesome. And then I go to the next tab, which has the notes in it. And lo and behold, look at that. Pretty much I still have units, but I'm getting the details that I want. But now the problem is that I have the individual sections that I'm asking for, but now I'm missing the line that would just simply give me the net revenues. Net revenues is simply, the 275,000, I think this is shillings line, minus the 20,000 line. Like, why did you almost make a P&L, but you just didn't put in the formulas on this page? You put the formulas in on that page. Like, just again, like if you're going to do notes, that's fine, but then make the second tab just a real P&L with all the details, and it just keeps going down like that. And so here we have almost everything we need, but it took 5 minutes to put in those lines to get the actual report that I wanted. And then I'm ranting about that in the slide as well. So, it's great. Details are great. A certain level of details is great. But just put everything in that tab. And then, again, you can use Excel or Google Sheets to just collapse it down. If you want to have it shorter, if you want to have a really short P&L, you can use the grouping feature to hide the details and just pop them open when you want to see them.